What's up guys, Jay Cutton from Fitness Culture. Today we're gonna be shooting a workout that's a super high volume workout that we're doing for our upper body, and these type of workouts are what I usually add in. In the Fitness Culture app, I do add these in, especially once I've given guys a lot of high volume leading up to a max. This usually I'll throw in at the beginning of a training block, one day out of the week where they don't touch a barbell at all. So usually I touch a barbell for my upper body 2 to 3 times a week, meaning I might be bench pressing, overhead pressing, and bench pressing again all in 1 week. And inevitably, when you start going heavy and doing that all the time, towards the end of a training block, when you build up to a max, you're gonna start getting beat up a little bit. That's kind of how we're feeling right now. And so we add in these days. So earlier in the week, we still did do just some bench press. So we stayed on the barbell there. We did some close grip bench. But now we're just gonna do all dumbbell stuff and some machine work. And the goal here is to just do super high volume, get a good pump, and really use dumbbells so we can change the range of motion. Because like right now, for me right now, like my pecs are starting to get kind of tight and starting to pull me forward. And so we're gonna be doing some things just with only dumbbells so we can really get a good stretch at the bottom, open these tissues up to get us set up for this next training block. So let's get into it. All right guys, we just got done warming up. Now we're gonna start off. We're just gonna do 4 sets of 3 each arm with some lighter, it's a single arm dumbbell snatches. I just like these a lot because they actively open up, gauge. You have to stabilize at the top when you stand up. And so they're just, I love doing any type of snatch movement to open up my shoulder girdle before I start the workout for an upper body day. All right, so the first thing we got today, we're gonna be doing an incline dumbbell bench. But like I was saying, so for me, I'm starting to get a little tight in my chest, pulling my shoulder forward. So what we're gonna do is really focus on squeezing shoulder blades down and back. So if you're a shoulder guy that has a hard time getting overhead and still wanna hit your chest, but actually make it more beneficial and like stretch you out a little bit, the incline dumbbell bench is great. You can squeeze your shoulders back into a good position, and we're gonna do a 1 count. Just pause at the bottom, get a good stretch right here, and then come back up to the top. So we're gonna go between 20 and 30 reps on that today. Our first superset is gonna superset that with a just a bent over wide row. So we're just gonna be right here with the wide row. So just nice and wide, out to the side, squeeze at the top, and then come back down. 20 reps each arm. And then we're gonna flip to really light, probably just 5 pounds. And we're gonna do some trap 3 Y raises, just 10 each arm. Coming up here, squeeze, and then back down. So we'll go through that tricep 3 times. We're gonna rest 90 seconds in between each set. All right guys, we finished with that first tricep. Now we're gonna go into our second tricep. So we're gonna go just single arm dumbbell, overhead press, neutral grip. So really focusing on locking it out. Really, we're gonna be focusing on locking it out and not having shitty form, which is something that I do a lot, just to make sure that I feel good about myself, my ego. So we're gonna go from here, keep core tight, squeeze your glutes, press it out, lock it out without doing one of these, resting away from it or anything. Just really focus on locking it out all the way through 4 range of motion and then controlling it back down. All right, even that probably was a little bit too heavy for me to do it perfect right now. And we're gonna superset that with just some bent over double arm dumbbell row. So we're gonna be right here with the dumbbells, and then we'll be over to the cables and we're gonna do some face pulls. So we'll go to that when we get over there. So we'll go all 3 movements, rest 90 again. We got 3 sets today. All right, I forgot to introduce Tyson, my lifting partner for the day. He's 6'5". How much do you weigh, man? I'm trying to give you like a, you're running out of the tunnel.
205.
6'5", 205, 24, not single, I'm sorry. Personal trainer, gym manager, social media manager, Tyson Mendez. All right, here he is,
guys.
Look at him. He's working on some 18s right now, 17 and a half, all right? If he doesn't get 18s within the next 2 months, we have to let him go. So it's kind of one of those things in fitness culture. You gotta get your arms to a certain level, or you're out. last thing we got today. We're gonna do a giant set. So we got 4 exercises. It's gonna be a decline bench. Then we're gonna do a machine, just back. It's kind of a 45-degree lat pull down. Then we got just a chest fly with cables. And then we're gonna finish it off just with the rope, straight arm lat pull down. So we're gonna go super high volume, just 20 reps of everything. And we're gonna rest 1 minute. And we're gonna roll through this 3 times. So not go very heavy, just keep the pump and just burn it out to finish the day. All right, I messed up. It's a 5 exercise giant set. I forgot we're finishing it with just dumbbell shrugs, 20 of them. All right, guys, that's it for today. So, as you can see, super light today. It's good to break it back down. I think a lot of people don't do this, and they get themselves into a state where they get injured because they push it too far, right? Right when you feel yourself in a position where your tissue is starting to get tight, it's not very pliable anymore, it's pulling you forward on anything in your body. That's just how I am right now. It's making it so I have significantly better range of motion on my right than I do on my left because I'm so tight in my chest and my lat here. And so what I'll do is break it back down, take a day off during the week where I just do this, go super light, but break it back down to have perfect form. And really, it's good too because these high volume days just make you better at the heavier stuff as well. It really does. It makes it so you can push through those sets of 6. Maybe you'd fail at 5, you're getting a couple extra reps. So these days are really, really important. They're great for your body and they're great for your development just long term. Anyway, right now we're gonna weigh in. So not too long ago I was about 240 and I've been doing a lot of cardio stuff because me and Steve are gonna do a triathlon. See what I'm at. Let's go. Oh shit. 226. 227, that's all over the place. 226, all right, my goal is 220 by September. That's the thing, people. The way that you train really dictates what your body's gonna look like. There's all these people spouting off bullshit on YouTube ads and stuff like, oh, find this program that's good for your body type. The way that you train dictates your body type. Obviously, some people have better genetics, like Steve, for instance. He trains his ass off, but he obviously has great genetics. He has a tiny waist, long torso, really good muscle bellies. It's not taking anything away from what he does, but like for me, for instance, because of my body type, I'm not gonna step on stage, but one of the reasons my body looks the way it does is because of the way I trained my whole life, right? I lifted really heavy and I didn't train for aesthetics. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at here is I weighed 240 not that long ago. I had a different aesthetic, and now I'm gonna look completely different at the end of this. And it's all about training style. It's not about training for your body type. It's about the training style. Train for a goal, that's what it is. When you train for a goal, that's what dictates what your body's gonna look like. And then your genetics is it's gonna show you how far you can go with that, especially in the physique world, right? So anyway, my goal, get back down to around 220, which I looked very different when I did CrossFit when I was at 220, to compete at this triathlon, but still maintain a decent level of strength. So ideally, I'm gonna try to run a 5-minute mile, and I'd like to go on that same day, bench 400, squat 500, deadlift 600. So anyway, those are my goals right now. I'm telling you guys so you can keep me accountable and stick to that shit. Hope you guys enjoyed this trainer. Hope you got something out of it. Leave me a comment in the comment section what you guys want me to cover next. Thanks for tuning in.